sound of the big red siren signals, it is time for football.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his third season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And a Packer first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Play action this time with Love. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now it's second and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play fake. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Love looking to throw it. His throw at about the 5. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Gets past one man. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And when you watch him play, all you think about is how dynamic he is. He can beat you with his arm and his legs. Threw for over 20 touchdowns for the first time since 2021. Fully healed from a knee injury a couple of seasons ago. He's got his team thinking big in 2025.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Murray. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to DeMercado. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Shrugs him off. Oh, what a juke into space. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love now. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Short throw. He's got Kraft. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now 2nd and 3.
Slot man moves right. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw now. Here's Love. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
In motion goes the tight end. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Throwing. Love. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Matthew Golden
From 8 yards out.
and the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed like you can't have enough. You still feel paralyzed enough.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Murray going to throw. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Love. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Tucker Kraft, 27 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, good move. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Murray now to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down jab at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 42-yard line.
Second down and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
A final shot before half from Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Nice little juke. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw is Murray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So To themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here comes 3rd down and 7. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Packers first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Packers.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Down to about the 37.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Love looking to throw it. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Gets around it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Murray running left. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Inside the 10 at the 8. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that was prepared for him to try and take off.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
They'll set up the screen to DiMercato.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DiMercato, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. It's complete. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
77 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So it's all over.